And we're live. Hello, Dragonlings. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Skye. I write urban fantasy under the name SD Haggis. And today we're going to be doing some writing sprints. I have Amy with me if you want to introduce yourself real quick.
Hello, Internet. My name is Amy Nobody. I'm a friend of Skye's, and I'm working on my first fiction book. I have no social media or website or links to share or anything like that because I don't use it. But I am a certified SEO, and I will be setting up a business site and all that stuff. So maybe one day in the future, I'll actually have information to share. In the meantime, I'm just here working on my first rough draft of my first fiction book. And that's why I've been joining Skye for these writing sprints for the last couple months. Since Camp Nano last year. I think it might have been April too. I might be coming up on a year of working on this.
Woot woot.
Mm-hmm. I could have done better, but I did okay considering my life and the fact that I got my SEO certification. So I'm not going to beat myself up about it.
There you go. Let's see if I can. I need to figure out how to share this. Everyone keeps asking what app we're using. And rather than just saying it, I would like to share a link to it. Yeah. What are you waiting for? Get to work. It's a mean app. It's a mean app.
I feel a little accosted, and it's not even on my phone.
There's no share button. I need a share button.
It is aggressively motivating. That's what it is.
I just renewed a domain name the other day, and my phone keeps ringing off the hook about people saying, "Do you have a website? We can help you build your website." Dude, I already have a website. Chill.
Oh.
I've only gotten 5 calls today already in the past 30 minutes.
What?
I just met someone. Yeah. I should show you my phone records. There's like 10 calls there, and all of them except for one, which is a scam call, all of them are from people trying to set me up a website.
Like real people or spam call peoples?
Probably a mixture of both. It's rather annoying.
Oh, yeah.
All right, well, I can't figure this out, so I'll just have to put it in the description.
Anyways, what project are you working on today?
I am working on Damned and Deadly. I have 4 more chapters to finish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm almost done with the one of them, though, so 4 and a half.
How soon do you think you'll finish it?
My goal is to finish it by Sunday latest. I'm aiming for Friday, though. So I'm aiming for tomorrow. No, I'm not. Yay! I'm not aiming for tomorrow. That's a lie. I keep forgetting today's Thursday. I keep thinking it's like Tuesday.
I did the same thing. Even though I've done something every day this week. Today, when I realized it was Thursday, I didn't realize until I was cooking breakfast this morning, and the breakfast food that I cooked only had 2 servings left. And I was like, what the fuck happened to the... Oh, hey, it's Thursday.
Yeah.
That means that's Thursday and Friday's servings. What? And then I was like, oh, okay, well, yeah, it is Thursday. If you say so, food.
I'm just editing in that we use the Productivity Challenge Typer app on the Android phone for sprints. There we go. Boom. Save. All right. I'm ready to sprint whenever you are, if you're ready.
I am ready. And I have 105, a nice even number on my clock.
I know. All right, let's go ahead and start this timer, starting now.
I am ready. Hello, Nichole.
Hello. I keep trying so hard to get here on time, and it's just not working.
You're doing good.
No
You've
matter
got a
how hard I
toddler. You're
try.
doing good just showing up.
Yeah, well, it's either my son doesn't want to cooperate or my dogs don't want to cooperate.
We have a saying on this channel. It's called "Life happens even when you're live."
Yeah, well, life
Always
happens
true.
to me when we're live every time we go live.
But we just started a sprint like at 5 after, so you are just joining the sprint. So
Okay.
Yeah, 2 minutes in.
All right, that is time. How'd everyone do?
I have to math.
I got
I'm gonna have
233.
to at least refresh myself on basic addition and subtraction if I'm gonna be doing this. Come on, brain, you can do it.
I don't math by paper. I use a calculator.
If the number, if I can do if I don't have to borrow, I can do the math in my head like that, you know. But when I have to borrow from like the 10 or the 100 spot to break it down, then I'm like, I'm just gonna get the calculator.
That's hilarious because that's exactly what my 8-year-old daughter is learning.
Yep. I feel your pain, 8-year-old daughter. I still feel it.
Yeah, so 233 wasn't bad considering I had my son in the room next to me still crying because he doesn't want to go down for a nap. And there's like no way around it because he will never go down for a nap quietly. It will never happen. And then I have my dog who's currently locked in her cage crying at me because she hates being locked in her cage because she's being bad today.
Bad puppy.
Yeah, she's being a bad puppy. My dog, that dog is just driving me crazy. I don't know if it's puppy mode or what's going on, but it's like I take her out like every 30 minutes, but then she comes back in, and the moment she comes in, she's not in for 5 minutes, and that's when she decides she has to go to the bathroom.
Of course.
Of course. And then I'm just like, you were out 5 minutes ago, and you were out there for like 15 minutes. So I don't understand.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I have a dog. I have an old dog that's like 12 years, one that's slightly younger that's like 10 years, and our third dog just turned 2.
Okay.
And even though she's 2 years old, she's still trying to move her way up the hierarchy. So she wants to be lead dog, and she's young enough, strong enough, she could if she wanted to, but she's dumb. So the other dogs keep outsmarting her. But anyways, the point of it is she thinks she needs to monitor everything that goes on. Everything. She needs to monitor what the outside dog is doing and what's happening in the yard and the inside dog and what we're doing in the house. So she will ask to go in and out of the house like 30 times a day because she's like, oh, okay, I came in, I made eye contact with everybody, nothing's happening.
Yeah.
Everybody's on the computer. I'm going back outside.
Right.
But we have to let her back out because we don't have a dog door.
Right.
So she comes in literally like 3 minutes later, long enough for her to walk around and look and sniff. Okay, nobody cooked anything. Everybody's sitting in the same places they were when I left last time. Okay, let me out.
Yeah.
And it's like that, like 30 times a day. And I'm like, just sit down and shut up. Like, do your job. Because she's a hunting breed. And so, you know, we live way back in the woods. She's here for, you know, yard patrol. Good for your job. Go outside. Be a happy dog. There's not even any fences. We live in the woods. They free range too, just like the chickens. Go for it. Stop needing me to open the door every 4.5 minutes.
Oh man. Well, no, see, my dogs don't like to go outside right now because it's cold. So it's not that I don't understand that they don't want to go outside, which is why I'm kind of trying to let them out more often, you know, where I'm letting them out like every 30 minutes. That way they can kind of just go out and do their business and come back in, so I don't have to leave them out there forever.
Yeah.
They don't have like their pit bulls, so they have the short coat.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's cold out, so they're not going to want to be out long. But like, it seems like it doesn't matter how I try to do it. They are just like, I'm going to go outside and I'm going to just sit there in the snow and look at you through the door until you let me back in, and then I will go to the bathroom.
Yep.
And it's just like, all right, well, I don't know what to do here. I mean, I guess you're going to go in your cage because I'm tired of it being all over the house.
Yep. Yep. Wintertime is hard with indoor pets.
It is.
Yeah, especially, well, see, in the summer, they're not like this because they don't mind being outside. They'll go outside and roam around for 2 hours and they're,
Yeah.
you know, they don't care. But because they're a short coat, like I'm sure maybe a dog, like somebody who has a dog that's like a husky, and if they live somewhere where it's hot in the summer, the husky is probably like, let me back in the AC.
Yep.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Whereas ours is the opposite. And right now it's winter here and it's snow. There's snow outside and they're just like, I want nothing to do with it.
Yep.
Plenty of distractions.
All right. Are you ready to sprint again?
Ready.
Yes.
All right.
Another word.
Starting now. right, that is time.
Oh man. Sometimes I crack myself up.
You're working on a funny scene?
I just made a Frozen joke. I referenced Frozen.
Sometimes you just have to let it go.
And that wasn't even the reference. It was they were both in the cave, and it was right after like a really dramatic, emotional moment, and they come up. They're in a cave, like a cavern in a cave, and they come up to like where the upper part is, getting ready to like leave the cave, and there's like this huge blizzard going on outside. And he's like, shit, we're not going to be able to leave. So she turns and she's like, so do you want to build a snowman?
I love it.
She would just totally do that. And then he's not he's the serious type. So he's like, I don't think that'll work with the wind out there. And she's like, it was a joke, Killjoy.
You're not funny. God. I wrote 366 words this time.
Nice.
What did I write? I don't think
Alina did 520.
Ooh, nice.
I got 251.
Awesome.
I got 481.
481. Okay.
Yeah.
It takes me like 2 writing sessions to equal her 1 writing session.
I'm still on that one scene I've been talking about where I'm like, I know exactly what's happening, so it's kind of exciting to write. I think that's helping me go fast.
Wow,
It's a long scene, man.
It is a really long scene. Like my scenes are like, I don't know, 1,000 words. I feel like her scene has to be like 3 chapters worth.
It might be. This is one of the like big major scenes in the whole story. It's not
like
a casual scene. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah. It's on the bullet
Basically,
point list.
Like, well, in my mind, the way I think of a climax is really like one specific moment. And then there's like the pre-climax, which is like everything that has to happen immediately before that very crucial moment that is actually the climax moment.
Yeah.
So probably you've been working on like the pre-climax and the climax.
Yeah, and now I'm on my way down.
It's all one scene.
Yeah. That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm almost done too. Oh, I like this scene.
Then her word count will slow down.
Oh, it will. I'm not even sure what to do after this scene, so I'm gonna have to at least go back and look at the papers and
I mean, most of the time after the climax, there's really not that much left to write.
Yeah.
Or is there in yours?
In my case, no.
Oh, okay.
I'm not working on the big climax, but in my case, no. There's like 2 scenes after the big climax.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
But I am working on one of those big kind of foreshadowing scenes that happen right before the climax where everybody is like, what is going on? And then everybody's realizing how screwed they are.
Okay.
We done fucked up, yo.
Yeah.
Okay. See, I'm kind of right now in like the lull of things where it's not like the big actiony stuff that's going on. It's like all of the emotional things that happen in the background that I feel like is necessary in order to, make sure that you're connected to the characters because it is a romance. But it's like, one of those romances that have a lot of action in it too. But I'm faster at the action scenes than the emotional scenes.
I think I might be the opposite because the emotional scenes are usually ones that I've thought of on more than one occasion, whereas the action scenes I actually have to sit down and walk through step by step to, imagine in my mind the sequence.
Yeah.
That slows me down a little bit.
Yeah. I kind of just go
learning to be good at
whatever pops into my head.
Yeah.
Like I said, movie scene. Whenever I get to an action scene, it's like I'm just picturing some kind of movie scene and just going with whatever.
Yeah, I remember joking with you about that previously. I do have a big battle scene, and I was like, I went and watched Braveheart.
You know, minus the big, you know, I mean, obviously, I have to write my speech a little differently. We can't have the Braveheart speech every time we go into battle.
No.
Aw, dang. That's no fun.
Imagine how much more would get done, though.
Yeah, I know. I'd be able to go. I'd be able to slam through those so much faster.
You guys ready for another sprint?
Oh, yes, I am ready.
All right, let's start now. All right, that is time. How'd everyone do?
323.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah. I got 350. I didn't hear what she got.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got 423.
423, 350. I got 656, and Jesse in the comments got 344.
Woohoo! Those are all great numbers.
I'm just ecstatic that I broke the 300 mark. That's taken me like literally, I don't know how many times have we done this now.
It takes a little bit to build up. Skye's number, how much is that? 657?
656, yeah.
656. Yeah, that's the kind of numbers I'm used to Skye putting out when she knows what she's doing and she's in the groove.
Yep. I've hit that point. I'm like got 3 chapters left to the story, and I'm like, fuck it, I want this done now.
Yeah. I usually get there close to the end, which is probably why usually my last couple chapters I end up having to revise the most, because I rush through it, because I'm just like, I'm almost there and I have to, I want to be done. I just want to say that I'm done the first draft.
I don't think I'll have to do that with this one, just because of the way I outlined it. But I could go back and read it and be like, what is this garbage?
Right, yeah. That's what always happens to me. Like, even though I do outline. So it's like all of the basic crap is there. It's just I was rushing through it. So like it doesn't have any of like the juicy details that need to go in a final draft. So like I just have the skeleton there, and I need to add all of the juicy bits around the skeleton to make it a whole person.
Yeah, I made the mistake of going back and reading something that I wrote like, months ago. I'm towards the end of my draft. Well, I skipped over some important parts because I got kind of stuck. And so I just moved on to the next part that I knew what was good, what was going to happen.
Yeah.
And so I've still got chunks throughout my story that need to go back through. So I was like, well, you know what? I'll go back to that first place where I know there's a gap, and I'll read what's right before it and see if I can just continue on. And I should not have done that, because I made it like 2 sentences in, and I was like, I have to fix this. I have to fix this. I have to fix it. I have to fix it. I have to fix it. And then I managed to fix like 2 paragraphs. And then I realized what I was doing, and I was like, no, the first draft of anything is shit. Ernest Hemingway said it. I'm holding on to that. It's okay. You don't have to edit it yet. And I just had to stop completely. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go find something else to do, because I'm not going to be able to stop thinking about how bad that part that I just read was.
Yep. And well, I mean, there's only a couple times that I'll skip scenes, but a lot of times the scenes that I'm skipping are ones that are kind of less exciting anyway. So in my mind, I'm like, it's okay, I can skip this, because maybe when I read through it after I'm completely done this first draft, I'll realize I didn't need that scene anyway, and then I just saved myself all this time.
Yeah, that sounds great.
I know, it's like a really optimistic way of me looking at it. Like,
if we have optimism, we have nothing.
I'm not procrastinating. I'm just being efficient.
There we go. I skipped over a big chunk kind of in the middle, because I have a period of time that actually takes about 24 hours where everyone loses track of time. There's like some magical stuff happening, and it's that usual, everybody's like, oh, hey, we've been here 5 minutes. Oh my God, it's been 24 hours. It's one of those things. But a lot of stuff happens like back to back to back, and I'm not sure how I want to do it. And so I kind of got intimidated by it, and I was like, well, I don't know. And that was the big chunk that I skipped over. So it's a substantial chunk.
Yeah.
And that's why I was like, I need to go back in and fill in the little gaps.
Yeah.
So I'm not anywhere near done, but I'm making progress.
That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I have to be reminding myself.
That's
It's
what I keep
okay.
telling myself. I keep telling myself, you write a book one word at a time. There is no other
Yep.
way to do this.
Yep.
Yep. So in the comments section, it looks like Alina got Jesse got 344. Alina got 576. Worsfall got 34. She was doing research, it looks like, for eating disorders and whether they can have service dogs. Quick question for you ladies. Do you want to do another writing sprint? I know we usually do 3, but if y'all want to do another writing sprint, we can.
Yeah,
I'm good. I think I'll be able to finish this scene if I do one more sprint, so I'm down.
yeah, and I have time. I have time for another 15-minute sprint before my daughter gets home at 2:30.
All right, so let's do one more writing sprint, and we can start whenever you two are ready.
I'm ready.
Ready whenever you are.
All right, let's start now then.
All right.
Starting now. That is time.
Almost. I'm almost done. I've got like maybe 3 paragraphs left. Let me do my math.
I did 586 this time.
Ooh, nice.
How'd everyone else do?
I'm trying to see where the heck I left off.
Oops, I lost it. Oh no.
Okay, I think. Hold on. I think.
Okay.
481. That's the
All
second
right.
time I got 481 in this hour.
This time I only got 186, but again, it was like almost all dialogue that time.
Those are still great numbers. I call anything a win. If I sit down and I did it, it's good enough for me.
Yeah, well, yeah, absolutely. That's what I should be thinking. It's just I feel like these write-ins are like the only time I get to sit down, and I make myself sit down. So then I feel like I need to like dish out as many words as possible.
Do you you've mentioned before that your first sprints are usually pretty dialogue heavy. Do you plan out your dialogue at all? Are you kind of following a script in your mind, or are you still coming from fresh?
Nope. I don't plan out my dialogue one bit. My dialogue comes to me as I'm writing the scene, because I'm afraid that if I outline it, then it's not going to come off as naturally as like a natural conversation that would happen between two people in that particular moment.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want my dialogue to feel forced, and I feel like if I put that in my outline ahead of time, I feel like I'm gonna force the conversation to happen.
Yeah.
In a way that wouldn't naturally.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So then I don't plan out my dialogue at all. I plan out my events, like what's going to happen, but the dialogue just kind of comes to me as I'm writing that scene.
I see you beeped out there for a second, Skye.
Yeah, I saw that too.
I did. I was like, oh my God, what did I do?
Oh no. we were just talking about planning like whether we put dialogue in our outlines or not.
Okay.
I don't, because it makes my dialogue sound very forced. So
that might be the problem that I'm having.
Huh?
That might be the problem that I'm having then, because that totally makes sense. And the other day when we were talking, I was saying, you know, all of my voices sound the same. I don't really have any accents or quirks or anything like that. They focus on different things in the conversation, but they all sound the same to me. And it might be exactly that. My conversation sounds scripted because it is. I did take some time to kind of jot down, you know, bullet points of the gist of what would be said.
Right. Yeah. Well, yeah, and if you're concentrating more on the information that needs to be discussed rather than what a certain character would naturally say in that situation, that could definitely be why you're feeling that way about your dialogue.
That would definitely explain it, and that sounds like something I would do. So.
Yeah,
how were your numbers, Skye? I don't remember what you said you got.
Right. Like, go ahead.
I did 586 on the last sprint and 1,951 total today.
Well, I did not do my total. I have not done my total yet. I guess I should do that. Now I got to figure out where I started today.
Sorry.
That's okay.
I got 1,779 so far today.
Ooh.
Nice.
Wow. I got 991. I'm so close to my 1,000 word mark.
You got this. You can do it.
I can do it. I only
totally.
9 words. 9 words.
9 words?
9
I got
words.
this. Yeah, 90 minutes later. I don't
got
right.
this. Oh, well, and like I was saying with the Frozen, when I was talking about how I put a Frozen reference in there, It's not like I was planning that. It's not like I was planning to put a Frozen reference in there. Like, I definitely wasn't. I knew the blizzard was going to happen. Like, I knew that was going to be one of their obstacles. But I didn't know that Kayleen would just kind of turn and say, so do you want to build a snowman? But that's something she would do. So
yeah.
I like it.
I do too.
I think it just kind of allows the characters to speak to me a little more if I don't plant their words in their mouths for them. I guess. That's kind of how
I have to give that a shot on one of these scenes that I'm kind of like, I don't know what's supposed to happen. I'll just kind of see what happens. I'll give that a shot then.
Well, I think it's a lot easier when, I mean, now I'm not saying don't like jot down what needs to happen during the discussion.
Yeah.
Just maybe not plot out don't have it where it's like, this person says this person says this, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Where it's kind of like a little note that says like this, and this need to be discussed by these characters.
Yeah. I'm so close to being done with this scene. I want to sprint again, but I have some stuff I need to go do. So
I understand.
Nichole said that she had to go pick up her daughter at 2:30, so she's got to get going.
Oh yeah. Nicole's got to go too.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be writing later, though, so I can finish this. I'm so close to done with this scene.
Yeah, I think I'm going to be writing more this evening. I just won't be doing any live stream stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, anyone's welcome to message me in a message and be like, hey, I'm sprinting.
I know, right?
Oh, yeah.
But if everyone wants to do their little outros, Nichole, I just realized that we never actually did an intro for you.
That's okay.
But that's okay, because you can do it now.
I could do it now, yeah. I say the same things in both anyway, so it doesn't matter. Hi, my name's Nichole Wolf. I write paranormal romance. At the moment, my book is technically a dystopian vampire shifter romance.
Ooh.
If you want to get technical. All of the information on all of my books are available on my website at www.nicholewolf.com.
All right.
Okay. My name is Amy Nobody. I don't have a website or any social media because I don't use it. And I'm working on my first rough draft of my first fiction book, and that's what brings me here. And yeah, that's the gist of what I got. I'm almost done with this scene. And then I'll be moving on.
Almost done. So close.
Almost.
So close. All right. And I am Skye. I write urban fantasy under the name ST Haggis. Thank you for joining us. We'll be doing more sprints. If you're interested in more live streams, there's a whole bunch of live streams and different times listed in the description with links to everyone's channels.
Yep. I will be on tomorrow at 11 a.m.
Yep. And then Alina's got her stream on Saturday morning if she's still doing it. So, yeah, there's that.
Yeah, well, I'm doing mine. I don't really care if I need to like shove my kids in my husband's face. It's happening.
It's happening, yo. All right. But until next time, thank you for joining us, and we'll see everyone later. Bye.
Bye.